Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Yeah, what up? Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast, y'all.
Podcast.
Yeah, baby.
Podcast.
Yep. Here we go.
I'm trying to figure out if I like that or do I hate that. I think I
Chicken saying podcast.
I think I love it.
Bachcast.
Yeah, now I'm starting to hate it for sure.
Okay, yeah.
I'll definitely do it too much and
Yeah.
wear it out, and then it'll be annoying, and then you'll want to fight me.
Yeah, no, it's there.
Yeah, she already did it, huh?
Yeah.
Mission accomplished. Yeah, baby. All right, let's see what we got here today. Talking earlier about the horror movies that you put together, Jay Bird.
Yes, sir.
And Jason sent an email here. He said, Dear Jerby, as a huge fan of Victims Galore, I was hoping to present an idea for your next movie. It's called Faces of Murder. Basically, the movie starts out with Kevin turning himself into the police as he is a person of interest in a string of local murders. Once inside, he recounts his whereabouts during the various crimes. So each murder is a flashback, and Kevin has an alibi. At the end, the police buy his story and have to let him go for lack of evidence. It is then revealed that Kevin is actually Riggy McMurder, and the audience gets to see how the flashbacks and murders really happened. McMurder rides off into the sunset a free man as your song Faces of Murder plays.
I love it.
It was the base of the movie on the video.
Yeah, think The Usual Suspect meets the KVJ show.
Well, that's awesome because the video's already done.
It's usually the other way around. Usually the video comes after the movie, but I like this.
Yeah. Congrats on your impressive run, Josh. I believe he's talking about producer Denny. So proud of your ability to spot stoned people.
You know what, though? Denny's really is. He takes that one seriously, y'all. That one means something to him.
Well, he's great at it. He should wear it like a green badge of honor.
Before that third one today, I felt his hands, and they were just soaked in sweat. I mean, he was really nervous.
Because they do walk down the hall hand in hand. I don't know if you know that. Two grown
Sounds
men.
that way, yes.
People think it's so weird that me and Denny's go pee together. They think that's odd. Do you guys think that's weird?
It's only weird that you share a urinal.
That we hold it for each other. Do you think that? Would you think it's weird if you saw two guys from another show constantly going piss together?
Probably, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'd probably be going, that's odd that they
No,
always go together.
It's not weird.
I don't think it is.
It just means you're friends. Most people don't get it because they don't have a friend.
Okay,
They're jealous too. Anybody who gives you a hard time about peeing with Denny's, they're just jealous that they don't have a friend as close.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think there's some truth to that.
And an update Natalia is looking for on the friendship. I said my husband and I were talking about the show earlier today, and he randomly asked me, do you think Jaybird is really going to go to Denny's wedding or not? They brought it up lately, so I just had to ask. Any update? Thanks. Love you guys.
Yeah, real quick. I'm not gonna go. No one's here to do anything.
No.
We're gonna celebrate when he gets back, and it's gonna be great, and it's all good.
And it will involve weed.
Those are Ralston's words.
Yes, I know. I'm going out on a limb.
There's no cake. It's just pot brownies.
Yes. I got this email from Scott. Said, if Jaybird likes to be all Science Alliance, you might want to look at this video. If all the motions of the Earth, Sun, Galaxy, and Universe are taken into account, then if a time machine is made, anyone going back even in time 1 second would reappear 800 miles away from Earth.
What?
Yeah, there you go.
I don't think I'm smart enough to understand what you're talking about over there.
He broke Virginia's brain again.
You just broke my brain.
Yeah, gone. Yeah. Yeah, it goes to show you how fast everything's moving.
Quick, tell me a Kardashian story and bring me back.
If you do that, you lose me.
Yeah.
So you got. I mean,
you risk both. Gosh, my daughter was watching that show over the weekend. She loves it. Oh,
she loves it.
Loves it. Loves the whole thing.
Which
loves
show?
everything about it.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah.
Life of Kylie is also a good show.
Please make this stop. Let's go back to science.
Yeah. So the show's so bad.
No, I can tell we're about to talk about it for at least 3 minutes. All right, let's get into it.
What did you hate about it? Because I haven't seen it in a while.
Everything.
I mean, everything.
I'll start unpacking it, though. I'll unpack it a little bit. Hate is just an overall broad terminology. It's just that there is nothing going on. It's about them doing a bunch of meaningless things, having meaningless little fights with each other, and things where you just it's just like rubbing money and wealth and everything else in your face, and it's just they're dumb. They really are. It's dumb. They make dumb life decisions. It's just the discussions are dumb. It's just awful.
And it's not the good kind of dumb either, because there's some kind of fun dumb, funny
dumb.
It's
just Dumb and Dumber I enjoyed.
Silly
that was funny dumb.
Silly
Yeah.
dumb's
Fun
great.
dumb. Yeah. No.
Yeah, it just was dumb.
They're lazy dumb.
You just
Yeah.
watch it and you get so mad that who the fuck is greenlighting it?
Yeah,
you get that kind of mad.
I just don't. You know what? I think a big part of it. It's so. It's so far away from like where I am, just in my life, and it's just
and what you want to be as a person.
Yes, it really is.
You over here grinding.
Yeah, it's just everything against
Making
it.
a nickel.
Yeah,
grinding
I hear
for that
ya.
But
nickel.
not only that, you don't suck. You're not dumb.
Yeah, I just they have got so many. They make so many bad decisions in their life, and it's a mess. And these people are just like the people they hang. I mean, there's no. Yeah, it's just they're awful people. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to be so scathing and so awful, but like. People like the Scott Disc, I mean, they're morally bankrupt, and they make decisions based on that, and it's just like I don't want to. Why would I want to watch this?
And then they get their own show. And
Yes,
nothing
it's
but
just
success.
rewarding. It's rewarding the worst of humanity. It's the kind of stuff where if you were a good friend with them, you probably try to pull them aside and say, "Hey, look." You are making a lot of really bad decisions. Like, let me try to help guide you in life, and instead, it's going the exact opposite route.
There's a reason, though, that it works, because train wrecks with money do really well on reality television platforms.
Yeah.
So train wreck plus money equals success.
Yeah.
So the one thing I'll say about them is they do embrace, because they do know a lot of people hate them. They know it. They have to know that. There's no way they don't. And that's really almost kind of why they're successful, I feel like, because people hate them. If that even fucking makes sense.
I don't know. No, my daughter.
They do have a lot of fans.
My daughter legitimately loves them, loves everything they do, which scares me, and it makes me. And I think part of it, I watch it and feel like I failed.
Where have you gone wrong?
Yes, because I'm like, I would hope that my kids, my daughter would not see this and aspire to be this, and it's troublesome because. You see just the decisions they're making. I'm like going, if you make these kind of decisions, like I can see we will have a lot of problems.
Well, obviously,
going forward,
it's reflective on your parenting skills. You've misstepped in your dad journey.
I kind of feel that way. Yeah, I do. No, I
you
feel
have
that
not.
way.
It's just the Millennials. It's just the age group.
Yeah,
but Millennials hate them too, though.
But she looks up to them, and I wish that she had better heroes. I think that's a big part of it, because I'm like going, and she would be like going, look, I'm such a Kardashian. I'm like going, and it really makes my skin crawl even more. And so, but you can't sometimes show just how. Upset it makes you.
Don't upset Dad, or
because
they'll keep doing
well,
it.
it pushes them closer to it.
Right.
And, so I just don't let on. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Just kind of like half ignore it. But yeah, you're just like, I wish you were aspiring to be like finding somebody that's like going, that's grinding, that's doing good things. It's just, really benefiting, mankind or other people and doing great things, and be going, that's who I want to be like. And instead it's like the exact opposite. Be like, if I had to find a group of people that you would say do the opposite of what they do, it would probably be the Kardashians.
Well, I just go through. They don't make me laugh. They don't make me think about things. They don't make me.
They have zero value.
Happy. So why would I be watching it? It's almost if I was to watch it, it would just make me mad.
There's
nothing
there.
But Virginia's right though.
Yeah.
They do have fans. You'll probably get an email from somebody that says,
I know.
"You are so
And I'm not their target audience, and I'm not arguing with their success. I'm not at all. I'm just saying that it's so completely wired against anything that I'd want to watch or be or want my kids to aspire to be, which is why, like, yeah, really, like, just the show being on was like, all right, I have to go remove myself
from this planet.
Yes, it
makes you question some things.
I'm going to start making noises and making comments that I shouldn't. That it's just, it's not going to get me anywhere.
There's no way you could put that show in front of my face and I could be silent. There's no way.
Yeah,
seriously.
I just had to calmly.
This could be a new torture chamber. We could build the Kardashian box.
I mean, maybe that's when maybe that's when a man reaches enlightenment, when he can go through an entire episode of the Kardashians and not say a word and be at peace. I'll never fucking get there. I don't even know if that's enlightenment.
Because I don't know that anybody enlightened could sit there and watch it and be like going.
And not get angry and not say something and be able to find their better self when their real self wants to come and just say, what the fuck?
Right.
That's what I mean. That's what I was talking about. Like the Dalai Lama probably could do that, watch it, and be very cool with it.
Yes. I feel like anyone who's aspiring to be more out of life is not watching that show.
Oh, I agree. I'm talking about some kind of crazy experiment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so anyway, but that was my take of the show. And it really was, I think it was the first time I've ever seen it. I'd never really seen it before.
I'll say this just once because I know the backlash is going to be pretty strong and pretty quick.
Oh, shit.
But season 1 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians was great because they weren't playing to the camera. They weren't famous yet. They didn't know how to do all those things that they do now that's annoying. I'll just say that. Season 1, you should watch it.
Do you want me to say it or do you want to say it?
Go ahead.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah,
I do have to pee if you really want me to go.
No, like Kevin said, I get that there's a target audience. I'm so far from it as well. So
yeah, EJ in the chat room said it's all for show. It's totally scripted, guys. Duh. But
we know this.
But it's not in a sense, because like for me, and one thing, even today we were talking about my daughter's now 20. And that starts, and honestly, the one thought that was in my head is these girls are running around reproducing with a bunch of guys who really aren't there, who ideally, if any of them were my sons-in-law or if they were just my grandbaby daddy, whatever the hell they are.
They're not doing right by the baby mothers.
Right.
They're certainly not being the men and the fathers that you would want them to be. Scott Disick is the glowing example of what you don't want in a son-in-law.
And I think that was it. If I had to boil it all down, that's really probably where my biggest problem was with it, is my daughter's watching this, and I hope she's learning the opposite rather than saying like, going, gosh, I definitely don't want to have someone father my kids like a Scott Disick, where my concern is, everything's so cool, Kardashian, like, I just got to, like, she would ever wind up with a guy that is even half that jerky, and my daughter at any time soon winds up pregnant by some complete loser. Like, I would not want to be in this situation.
I need to address something really quick.
Yeah.
Who said that we think the Kardashians real on the show? No, nobody thinks that fucking show is real.
We all know it's scripted. We all know they put them in
they're legitimately having children with these men. I mean, that's not scripted.
No.
They're not going out and renting children and making that whole thing up. That's legit.
And if that is scripted, then my hat's off to them. Now they're going, like, now they're selling it.
Right. So.
No, they're just dumb and they're making mistakes just like, people make mistakes and they have kids when they, whoopsie. It happens.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that. I think that happens in any show where you have the mistakes. I think the thing that's concerning for me as a dad watching is that you see my daughters idolizing them. And you know how that sometimes happens, where anything that is within the realm of the sphere of their life is like, well, it's okay because the Kardashians did it.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing, though. You and the Queen are good parents, and it's not like you're these absentee fucking parents that don't. I mean, you make it sound like you're never at the house, and of course, Caitlyn's gonna be fine. She's not looking up to the Kardashians to the point where.
And you hope that.
I have a good feeling.
But what does he know?
Yes,
he's never there. No,
but as a parent, those are the kind of thoughts that do run through your mind as you're observing everything that's going on, and you hear the comments your daughter makes about a completely vapid show.
I swear, I'd be such a paranoid parent. Everything that a kid would do, I would just wonder what the shit's going on.
Mm-hmm. It's tough. It really is.
I can imagine.
It gets in your head because you're like, okay, this is my job right here. Like, this is my most important responsibility on this planet Earth. And sometimes I don't do a good job.
You're going to make mistakes. And your kids are going to see you make mistakes.
It's not good sometimes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And does that weigh on you?
Yes. I feel so guilty for something I said Sunday night.
Oh, let's get into it.
Oh, boy, Virginia.
What did you say?
Well, I had a few cocktails at Easter brunch.
Okay.
And we were coming upstairs to go to bed, and Rocco likes this show called Puppy Dog Pals. Mm-hmm. And I'm just so sick. It's all we watch is either Mickey Mouse and the Roadster Racers or Puppy Dog Pals, and I'm just over it.
Yeah.
And so I kind of snapped on the Puppy Dog Pals.
What did you say?
And just called them a lot of bad names and said they were stupid and just kind of had a tirade.
In front of Rocco?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
And he was just like,
They're stupid. What are you, 6? Puppy Pals are stupid.
I feel so bad because he loves the Puppy Dog Pals, and I just like tore them a new asshole up and down.
Puppy Dog Pals.
Talked about how they don't have any redeeming qualities whatsoever, and the dialogue.
Rocco's like, what's redeeming quality?
Was he upset?
I think he was just shocked because
He didn't know how to take.
I just went on a tirade against the Puppy Dog Pals.
Yeah.
You ripped him a new asshole. Oh, that's
Pretty awesome.
That's really funny. I mean, it's terrible. Yeah,
I feel really bad.
It's a great story for our show, though.
It kind of put me in a funk, and I keep thinking about it. I'm like, oh man, like I can't leave the Puppy Dog Pals alone.
Okay, be honest, because no one's gonna judge you. At least in this room, they are gonna judge you. That's listening. But did you drop like motherfucker? Was a motherfucker ever dropped?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But
It's a fair question.
I don't think I went MF on the Puppy Dog Pals.
Okay.
You know, Harlan Williams created that show,
Did he really?
and he's the voice of the owner of the puppy dogs.
Oh, holy crap. He's probably made a ton of money off of it.
I like him. I'm just sick of the Puppy Dog Pals.
Are you retracting your statement in case
I feel bad.
You're blowing it left
It's got
and
a little
right?
too real.
Man, Nikki, get it together.
Let me see. Got an email about common mistakes men are doing wrong in bed, according to filthy.com.
Okay.
Things men do in bed that women hate, apparently. Virginia, we agree.
All right, Mama, let's get into it. Let's go, puppy pal.
Men who shortchange their foreplay. The average woman wants to have at least 20 minutes, and it should attribute for 30% of the entire lovemaking process.
20 minutes of foreplay, you like that?
It just needs to always make sure it evens out because the foreplay is usually for her.
I don't know. I love foreplay.
Like I said,
her.
it's usually for her. And I think that as long as everybody's happy, that's what we got to just make sure. Everybody gets their happy time.
Get the rocks off.
Yeah.
Kev, you don't love foreplay? As a man, you don't love it?
I'm fine with it.
See, that's not love. I'm fine with it. It's kind of like, hey, yeah, dinner rolls are okay.
Dinner roll. Kevin wouldn't eat a dinner roll.
That's why he'd say they're
Oh,
okay.
I know. Croissant roll. Oh, man, I love croissants. Those things are great.
Yeah, but when was the last time you ate some fucking croissants? And I'm talking croissants.
We got the kind of like the rolls. Thanksgiving, we do that every year. They roll up, and they're kind of like the
mini ones?
Oh, yeah.
The crescent rolls.
Yeah, they're the crescent.
Those are
yeah.
good.
Those are good, yeah. Love those.
All right, I got my
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That was the last time he had bread.
He had one.
Yeah.
He had half of one.
Yeah. And I ate it slowly. Being a breast bully. Men claim to love boobs, yet so many have no idea how to give good boob play. Many men ignore the area, and many are too rough.
Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes, I mean, I think don't ignore it, but don't get like you're boxing these things.
And don't act like it's a bone and you're a dog. Unless they reciprocate, that's what they want. Mm-hmm. Is that too much? Why are you looking at me all weird?
I don't think reciprocate is the word you were meant to use, but that's okay.
I think it is.
Give it back to him like a dog?
No, if she reciprocates, whatever. I probably don't know.
Sure,
Let's talk more about sex.
Let's talk about. Let's get back to titty talk.
Let's get back to boobs.
The other things that men do in bed that women hate: men refuse to do oral or go downtown. This is one of the highest offenders. Women don't want to hear that men aren't into that.
I mean, you got to go downtown, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
You got to visit.
I mean, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
For the girl, but I know guys that, I hate going down. I'm like, really?
Really?
I do. There are dudes that do not like going downtown, and it boggles my mind.
Which of your guy friends says that?
I will not tell you, but his nickname rhymes with Smanda. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, but I do know some. And it's not a lot, but it's a few. Like, it's a lot of work. Are you a fan?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
You're fine with it, though. Again, it's like the dinner roll theory.
He's not going to give you a lot. I don't think Kevin is going to give you a lot of details.
But I want the deets.
I know. I do too.
I think the people want the deets. You can. I mean, you're a fan. Yes or no?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I don't know what other. Let me look up some more enthusiastic words here, because apparently I'm not selling them well enough.
Oh, fuck yeah, it would be nice every now and then.
All right. Okay. Well, just tell me exactly how I need to express myself, because obviously I'm falling short of your expectations.
I'm just kidding.
This one says, men who are emotionally absent after sex is a major turnoff for women. Cuddling is always something men need to learn how to do.
Yeah, I mean, time constraints. It's hard if you have kids. Just getting it done is tricky. So the post-coital cuddle is going to be tricky.
But let's say you guys do, have a little bit of time after some lovemaking. You can snuggle. Would you prefer that? Would you like that if it was there and available without the kids being involved?
Yes, but not for a long, long time, because I do want to go into the restroom and take care of my lady parts. I like to go tinkle after sex because it's good for your urinary tract. Any kind of bacteria that might have gotten in that area, you want to flush that out so you don't get a UTI.
Well, I think you do that first, then you come back and then you do the snuggling. Yeah,
Okay.
get all that, get the poison out.
Okay.
Asking a woman if she got to her happy place is apparently a peeve. They say that
Why?
women hate it.
Shouldn't you know?
Well, not necessarily, because some people don't communicate, and we don't have one, and it's pretty, not for lack of a better term, it's kind of wet down there. So
It's like a wet jigsaw puzzle, and he's just trying to put the pieces together.
Yes.
it's not like there's this, the button that comes up and
What
says
is the reason
done.
for this soppiness?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of guys don't know exactly when. I mean, yeah, you can say through maybe, through verbalizing, but if you're not someone that verbalizes, how would a guy know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess
But would that annoy you?
you have to verbalize so that you train each other how you like it.
And plus, you don't want, after you're done, him to keep on getting on you like a woodpecker after you're done. There's got to be some communication here.
You already drilled the hole? You're good?
Yeah, that thing's going to get numb.
If he's hitting that thing like a woodpecker, we got problems.
And not taking birth control seriously can be a mood killer, especially in the beginning of the relationship. So there you go. Guys who are cavalier and don't seem to care.
Interesting.
Yeah, let me just stick it in without any kind of conversation. You're probably like, let me go through this thought process.
Yeah, that definitely has to be something that you talk about.
I could see how that could turn some people off.
Yeah.
Got this email from Jay. Said, hey, I just wanted to see what you guys said about your sleep number beds. I got a question. Is that bed hot at all? I exercise all the time, so maybe I'm always hot. I've been having a terrible time trying to find a comfortable bed for over 2 years. I've gone through 4 beds already, and I did not know how difficult it would be to find a bed that will work. And he thought our ideas would be great. Yeah, Jay, they've got, with the sleep number, they have a cooling system that will keep the bed cool all night. So it's kind of like air conditioning for the bed. You can kind of lay on it, and it'll if you need it cooler, then it'll keep it air conditioned basically.
These beds are amazing. They sense how you're moving, how you're sleeping, how your body temperature is, and they adjust to what you tell them to. So
Yeah, I went to the town center mall in Boca. I thought we were doing a commercial.
I mean, it's not going to be cheap. when you add on all these features, and the bed is just amazing, but
It's worth it.
it is so worth it, because think about how much time you spend in that bed, and think about how
Right.
important sleep is to your health. There's no better investment, I think. I mean, I think it's more important to spend money on a bed than a car.
Well, if you do have bad back problems, and I really do have bad problems, you can't fuck around with your beds. You have to get
No.
something good.
So there you go. Yeah, we love it, and you can go in there and they'll just take a little round on it. You can they'll show you all the different features they have. Just tell them what your issues are, and they'll take care of you.
And they'll finance it too, which I love financing.
Nick in Alabama had said, yeah, you talk about all the fighting that is going on there in Logan, Ohio. Well, we got pretty much the same thing. Says, I was listening to the show where you guys were talking about Don Conley, R.I.P., the Cox brothers, and it made me think about when I was in 5th grade. There was this kid named Roland Powell, and he had like 5 brothers. There was this clan of Jacksons, and you didn't know how many there were of them, but we had to walk by this field every day, and Roland would just pick a kid and fight him. But you never knew when your number was going to get called. There was nothing you could do, either because the two families were friends. So one day I was walking home with my friends, and my buddy was digging in his bag before heading to the field, and he had a whole bunch of batteries that he was planning to throw at them if his number was called. Thankfully, it never happened, but it was just funny to think that was he's just planning to throw batteries at whoever came close enough. So there you go.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's pretty messed up.
Also, what's the deal with Jaybird being tethered to a washing machine? Pretty sure the nation needs to know. It's Nick in Alabama.
Again, we're just now talking about old shit that nobody wants to hear about, but you
Well,
too.
He's asking a question. I think we deserve an answer for him, right?
Well, we got this kinky fellow in here.
No, Kevin, please you explain it.
Many
Yes.
years ago, some pictures surfaced.
I'm so not comfortable with her talking about this.
Yes. He likes a little role play.
An ex-girlfriend of mine,
Ex-girlfriend.
Costumes.
sent an email to Kevin to mess with me.
Yes. So while dressed as Lil Bo Peep, he was handcuffed to a stove and covered in whipped cream.
Okay, just so you know, we were drunk that day,
Yes.
drinking wine together.
Yeah.
And we were just fucking around with the camera because we thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And now y'all think that I'm this this Christian Grey son of a bitch.
No, we don't think you're Christian Grey. That's not what I think you are. I think you are more like Christian Play. I think you like characters and fun and scenarios.
Theatrics.
And theatrics and
Yeah.
acting
It's the greatest showman
and
over here.
food.
Yeah.
You work food into it. I saw whipped cream.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're a showman.
He is.
That's
It's a big
not-
production.
That's not completely
There's a
accurate.
musical score, I'm sure. Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he
His
does.
cat loves music.
Yeah.
You guys are so...
Oh, man, I would love to have Jaybird's
Wrong.
soundtrack of sex.
It's so mellow.
Oh, that'd be so amazing to hear. I could probably pick a couple songs out on it.
It probably changes a lot based on who's there.
Yeah.
It probably changes a lot based on his mood.
Sure, yeah. Whatever the new flavor is.
Sappy or extra sappy.
Yeah. 2 speeds. That's pretty much it. All right, got anything you want to run past us? All you got to do is just send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com. Y'all have an amazing Tuesday. Hope to see y'all Friday. We're going to be at Blue Martini City Place for cocktails and karaoke, 7 o'clock. We'll be going down. Hopefully we'll see y'all then. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.